Welcome, dear viewers, to a journey exploring one of the oldest and greatest civilizations in the world, Iran. From vast deserts to majestic mountains, this land has witnessed the rise and fall of numerous empires, yet its identity remains resilient and radiant. Iran, or Persia as it is often known, is not just a nation, but a historical tapestry woven from threads of power, culture, and innovation. In the next 30 minutes, we will turn the pages of history together, from its ancient origins to the events that have shaped modern Iran. We will explore the people who laid the foundations for this civilization, the great kings who built mighty empires, and the revolutions that transformed the destiny of a nation. Let us embark on a journey through time to discover the origins of the Iranians, a story of resilience, identity, and an enduring legacy. The story of the Iranians begins thousands of years ago with the great migrations of Proto-Indo-European tribes from the Pontic Caspian steppe, now part of Russia and Ukraine. They brought with them a shared language, a nomadic culture, and a spirit of conquest. These groups, including the ancestors of the Iranians, gradually migrated southward to the fertile Iranian plateau. Here, they blended with local cultures, forging a unique identity that laid the foundation for the brilliant civilizations to come. By the second millennium BCE, ancient Iranian tribes such as the Medes and Parsa began settling and forming small kingdoms. The Medes, with their capital at Ecbatana, were among the first to rise, paving the way for a greater empire. From these early kingdoms, the seeds of the mightiest empire of the ancient world were sown. In 550 BCE, a legendary figure emerged, Cyrus the Great. He united the Iranian tribes, overthrew the Median Empire, and founded the Achaemenid Empire, also known as the First Persian Empire. Under Cyrus's brilliant leadership, the Persian Empire rapidly expanded, stretching from Greece in the west to India in the east, becoming the largest empire the world had ever known at that time. Cyrus was renowned for his policy of tolerance, notably freeing the Jews exiled in Babylon. Cyrus's successors, particularly Darius the Great, elevated the Achaemenid Empire to its zenith. They developed a sophisticated administrative system, dividing the empire into provinces, satrapies, governed by appointed satraps. An extensive road network, including the Royal Road, connected distant regions, facilitating trade and communication. The capital, Persepolis, a masterpiece of architecture, symbolized the grandeur of the Achaemenid Empire. With its magnificent palaces and intricate reliefs, Persepolis was not only a center of power, but also a stage for ceremonies, showcasing the empire's cultural diversity. However, no empire lasts forever. In 330 BCE, Alexander the Great of Macedon conquered Persia, ending nearly 200 years of Achaemenid rule. Persepolis was burned, marking the fall of a golden era. After Alexander the Great's death, his vast empire fragmented. Much of Persian territory fell to Seleucus I Nicator, one of Alexander's generals, who founded the Seleucid Empire. Under Seleucid rule, Greek culture spread across Iran. New cities were built in the Greek style, and Greek became the administrative language. However, Greek rule was unpopular among the local population, especially in the eastern regions. From this discontent, a new power arose, the Parthian Empire. The Parthians, an indigenous Iranian people from the northeast, gradually overthrew Seleucid rule, restoring Iranian autonomy. They were renowned for their skilled cavalry and unique Parthian shot tactic. For nearly 500 years, the Parthian Empire was a formidable rival to the Roman Empire, constantly clashing and defending its eastern borders. In 224 CE, a new dynasty emerged, with a vision to revive the glory of ancient Persia, the Sassanid Empire. Ardashir I, its founder, overthrew the Parthians and built a mighty empire that lasted over 4 centuries. The Sassanids called their empire Iran Shah, the empire of the Iranians, emphasizing a pure Iranian identity. Under their rule, Zoroastrianism was revived as the state religion, profoundly influencing all aspects of life. Sassanid kings like Shapur I and Khosrow I brought the empire to its peak. They advanced art, architecture, science, and medicine. Sassanid structures like Take Kasra stand as testaments to this era's grandeur. They also engaged in prolonged wars with the Roman and later Byzantine empires. However, after centuries of war and internal decline, the Sassanid Empire could not withstand the Arab-Muslim conquests of the mid-7th century. The Battle of Qadisiyah in 636 marked a turning point, signaling the empire's collapse and the dawn of a new era for Iran. The fall of the Sassanids was not just the end of a dynasty, but a major religious and cultural shift, as Islam gradually replaced Zoroastrianism and reshaped Iranian society. After the Arab conquest, Iran became part of the Islamic Caliphate. Despite foreign rule, Persian culture and language thrived, even influencing the broader Islamic world. Modern Persian, infused with Arabic vocabulary, became a rich literary language, producing great poets like Ferdowsi, Rumi, and Hafez. However, the Caliphate's power waned, paving the way for Turkic and Mongol dynasties. Dynasties like the Seljuks and Ilkhanate, descendants of Genghis Khan, ruled Iran for centuries, bringing both destruction and cultural contributions. Despite their foreign origins, many Turkic and Mongol dynasties embraced and preserved Persian culture, creating a unique blend in architecture and art. In the 18th century, the Qajar dynasty rose to power, but this was a challenging period for Iran. The empire faced internal decline and increasing interference from European powers like Britain and Russia. Iran lost significant territories, and economic concessions to foreigners sparked widespread discontent, leading to reform movements and the constitutional revolution. In 1925, Reza Shah Pahlavi overthrew the Qajar dynasty and established the Pahlavi dynasty. He launched an ambitious modernization and secularization program, building infrastructure, advancing education, and strengthening the military to create a strong, independent Iran. However, these reforms were often authoritarian. Under his son, Mohammad Reza Shah, social inequality, corruption, and political repression reached a boiling point, culminating in the Islamic Revolution of 1979. Led by Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, this revolution overthrew the monarchy and established the Islamic Republic of Iran, fundamentally transforming the country's political and social landscape. From ancient nomadic tribes to a modern nation with an Islamic identity, Iran has undergone a remarkable historical journey filled with triumphs and challenges. Throughout thousands of years, one thing remains constant: the resilient spirit profound cultural identity, and rich legacy of the Iranian people. Iran is not only a nation with a glorious past, but also a vital center of culture and history, continuing to shape the region and the world. Understanding Iran's history offers deeper insight into the complexity and beauty of human civilization. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Continue exploring and learning about Iran's history and culture, a treasure trove of knowledge waiting to be discovered.